What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's your boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome to another crazy video. And you know, over the issue we discussed yesterday concerning Edo and also actress Empress ex-boyfriend that was caught. Well, you know, Edo international passport and also a video recording was seen in the guy's phone. So apparently, a lot of people thought that Edo was also banging the same guy Empress was banging. And Gist Lover insinuated that, and a lot of other blogs as well. And they also think that the guy might have Edo tape. Well, Edo was drawn to finally respond to this claim. And she went on live yesterday to address everything. So I do not know if you guys will believe her or not. But the question is, how did that international passport get to that guy?
Just turning on my phone and I'm being bombarded with all kinds of accusations that I cannot even, I don't even know how to do this, but I want to do this because I want to say it as I'm feeling it, because I feel like a lot of times people throw things at me and I just keep quiet and I let it slide, and people feel like it's okay to keep doing it, and I don't feel that's okay. At some point there is a limit at which you push people and people will bounce back. Now I don't know how and why some people have tried to make sure they drag me into this bag and web of lies that's going on out there. I'm going to start from the very beginning because I feel like if I have to talk, I have to be truthful. Somebody texts me with a foreign number and goes, this was about sometime August last year, between August and September. No, between August, September, and November. I think between September and November, about then, just before my friend's wedding in London. And goes, okay, he's a movie maker, he wants to make a film with me. How did you get my number? He mentions a colleague's name in Ghana. I'm not here to drop anybody's name, because that's not the essence of this video. So this guy says he wants to make a movie. How did you get my number? Oh, a colleague of yours who's a friend of mine, according to him, gave him my number. I said, talk about it, I have to be truthful. Somebody texts me with, so he starts to chat me up. He's talking about this film he wants to make and blah blah blah. And then you know how somebody would text you once in a while, oh hi. I'm like, who is this? I have like literally the entire chat, the time this man was chatting with me. And then he goes from there, he drifts and starts to try to go personal. Oh, I'd want to have a relationship with you. And I'm like, okay, it's not adding up. You see that you want to make a film or you want to be in a relationship. The two of them don't mix. I have never ever set my eyes, my two eyes, has never seen this guy face to face. And he starts to twist what I'm bringing, dropping some names of my colleagues, some of whom I really respect. And I'm like, if you know me very well, I'm someone who you can't trash talk my friends. So he starts to drop names. I'm like, this conversation is not going where it should go. He goes, okay, I'm going to block you. And I blocked him. And before I blocked this human being, we've talked about, okay, so it was my friend's wedding. And I said, okay, I was going to London. He said he needed us to talk about this film. I said, I'm not around. I'm going to go to London because I'm going for a friend's wedding. And he goes, okay, that would be a nice place to see you, and blah, blah. But then I knew I had to go to South Africa. That's why I didn't make my friend's wedding, because I had a paid engagement that I needed. I'd committed to a long time ago that I had to be in South Africa for. So he goes, okay, maybe we should see in South Africa, blah, blah, blah. Send me your passport. I get your tickets. We can talk there when we see. I'm like, I can't send you my passport. All these conversations, I forwarded them to the girl in question. The entire conversation. And when this conversation moved from there and it was getting like, I just blocked the guy. So he starts to drop names. I'm like, this like, I can't deal with this. 2 weeks later, who calls me? One of our friends calls me, Uche, and sends me a picture of this. I said, do you know this guy? I said, yes. So I spoke to this guy just 2 weeks ago, but I blocked him. He was trying to be funny. He was talking about making a film and then he was trying to be funny. I sharp blocked him. We didn't, the conversation didn't go far. And Uche was like, oh, see what has happened to this, our friend, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, really? Because I'm like, who is this? So in my heart, I'm like feeling, oh, so this guy is actually, and then I'm hearing different things. I had no idea who this guy was. I didn't know who he was seeing. I mean, I didn't know he was seeing anyone. I didn't even know him at all. We just went on a conversation. One time he called me on video call. I was at the airport going to Akwa Ibom. And he just calls my phone. And when you just pick a call, an international, I just pick a random call because I never saved his number. And I'm like, why are you even calling? Like, I can't deal with this. On video call, I hung up. I'm like, let's talk on audio call. And that was it. And then this guy saves that video. Why didn't they release the audio, whatever? See, I feel like people should really leave me alone. I have my stuff going on. I'm just trying to just be me and just live a decent life and do what is right by me and my family and my career. I think everybody should just leave me the hell alone. Enough with all these lies. It's easy to pick on in his name and just talk shit, and I just keep quiet. Enough is enough. You guys have done this to me for the longest, and I've kept quiet the longest. It's enough. Thank you for listening.
To be sincere with you guys, I don't think she actually needed to explain herself because people still going to twist her word. So, I don't know what actually happened is between her and the guy. But honestly, she didn't explain how her passport got to that guy's hand. Maybe with the South Africa thing she was trying to explain, she said she had an engagement in South Africa that she was already paid for. And yeah, the guy said, let us meet in South Africa. Send me your passport. So the things are not adding up, but I'm just going to leave it at that. She said she never had anything to do with the guy, so I think we should believe her. So we shouldn't twist the words any further. We should just let it die there. She's in here, though, and she needs our insanity to be able to do a lot of things, movies, and the rest. So we love you in here, though, and we just hope that there is no more to it. There is no more because this guy is a crook and this guy is somebody that needs to get away in prison for a long time, if not life imprisonment, because apparently this guy has a lot of tape, in his phone of Nigeria celebrities. So we just pray he doesn't have one of our favorite celebrities. None, any. Let me say, even favorite or no favorite, none. So let's move past that. I want to address the Davido issue that we were talking about, Davido versus Cubana chief priest. With the illustration and everything that I gave that day, some of you were not actually getting it, and you guys were kind of like rude, man. Come on, you guys were rude. Some, and I know that is the need of being constructive, though. So I kind of like understand the rudeness, understand the comment, so it's good. Bring it on, guys. So addressing that particular issue, well, how will you explain Cubana chief priest and Davido unfollowing each other? The same time, the news of Chioma and Davido and baby mama issue came out. How will you explain that? Or do you think they just unfollowed each other simply because they wanted to unfollow each other? They unfollowed. If it was Davido that unfollowed, they will say, oh, maybe it's a mistake. And Cubana chief priest stay following Davido, they will say it's a mistake. But they unfollowed each other. Something that has never happened before. No matter how Davido and Cubana Chief Priest always got each other's back. And when I say Cubana Chief Priest, I'll be trying as much as possible to make sure Davido marries Chioma. Do you know how many videos, how many things that Cubana Chief Priest has done to try to bring Chioma and Davido together? Even though we do not see them physically, that doesn't mean video are not there. Over the years, if you know them, you know that Cubana Chief Priest has always been there over the years. So you might not know, and you might think that Cubana Chief Priest is the one trying to separate them. No. Based on the video that I've been seeing, and based on the way I've been seeing them, that's what I said. Well, like I said before, that is the interaction section, and that is good that you guys are commenting and you guys are aware.